A very good day to everyone. In this video, we are going to see like how to use comma in English. And this is a very useful topic because when it comes to IELTS, TOEFL, PT and all the other exams, comma plays a very important role in order to boost up your score in many different ways. Okay, so please don't ignore this part. Okay, so without wasting time, we'll get into this chapter. Okay, so before coordinating conjunctions, you're supposed to use comma. So coordinating conjunction in the sense, just you can remember this acronym fanboys. So fanboys means this for, and, nor, but, or, at, and so. So before these things, you're supposed to use comma. And remember, don't break the head like what is coordinating conjunction, all these things. Just remember the rules in a simple manner. Okay. So here, if you see coordinating conjunctions means it is like coordinating two sentences, like two simple sentences. If you see here, he is a good boy. Okay, he is bit naughty. So these are like two simple sentences, and between that, this but is coming and this coordinating it. So in this case, you're supposed to put a comma. This is what is called as a coordinating conjunction. The same way, I am tired, so I don't wish to attend the class. So two simple sentences, and before that, you're supposed to put a comma. So here, I will go to temple or I'll go to park. Again, two simple sentences. This is coordinating conjunction because it is connecting, and comma is coming again. Whereas here, please be careful here. Check this. I would like to drink coffee or tea. Here, you are not supposed to put comma because this is not a sentence. This is just small word. Next one. He's a good boy and he's bit naughty. Again, here you are supposed to put comma. Many people like tend to get confused. Like why I should use like comma before and. Seriously, you need to use comma because this is acting like a coordinating conjunction. Whereas see the next one, he bought tomato, brinjal and pasta. Here you should not use it because this comes under like a subordinating conjunction. Okay, no need to remember that. But basically remember, if two simple sentences are there and if these words are connecting the sentence means, then you're supposed to put comma. The next one, I went to park for my sister. Again, here you are not supposed to use comma because this is just a small phrase. Okay, the next one, I want to go to my friend's house for it is my birthday. So again, these are two simple sentences connecting. Then here, I like cheese, yet I did not eat it. So see this, too simple and just one thing, comma. Then I did not eat cheese yet. So no comma here. Okay, so please be careful about it. Okay, next one. Next. So like after the introductory clauses, phrases and all these things, you're supposed to put comma like since, if, when, while and all these things. So please see this here. Okay. So while I was cooking, the delivery boy came. So in this case, if the condition is coming in the front, you're supposed to put comma. Since he was late to office, he took a cab. Again, it's a conditional phrase and other things, you'll be putting comma. Then if you study well, you will get good marks. Condition, so you'll be putting. But the same thing, if it is coming in the opposite side, okay, like the condition is coming in the back. So delivery boy came while I was cooking. The same sentence. In this case, you're not supposed to put comma. Then he took a cab since he was late. So again, in this case, you're not going to put comma. You will get good marks if you study well. Again, the condition is coming in the back, so you're not going to put comma. Then other introductory clauses like what to say, is, no, well, however, all these introductory words and other things, like you are going to put comma after that. So this is one of the important thing. Okay, next one. So when it comes to non-essential elements, remember you are not supposed to like what to say, you have to separate it inside the commas. So we'll see this. That Monday, which happened to be Diwali, is the only day when he took leave. So if you see, this is a non-essential element because even you remove this, okay, this sentence is going to be the same. That Monday is the only day when he took leave. There is no, actually this is not like very important thing. So the main thing is this, that is not getting affected. So you can just supposed to put it before and after. So before and after. So two places comma should be there. Then Mr. Prakash, who is the manager of the company, is a very good person. Again, this is a non-essential element. Without that, read the sentence, Mr. Prakash is a very good person. So again, same. Then in this project, however, you worked a lot. Okay, so remove this. In this project, you worked a lot. Same. Mr. Kapoor, MD, is our chief guest. Again, remove this. Mr. Kapoor is our chief guest. So here you can put anything like your, what to say, your designation, all these things you can put and you can form sentence. These things will help you to form like complex sentence and compound complex, all these things it will help you so that you can go on ahead and like forming good sentences. Okay, then this one. So again, here if you see, laptop which is on the table is blue in color. Again, this is a non-essential element and laptop is blue in color. And many people used to like confuse this which and that. Remember, this is like minute nuance of English and you need to be careful about this. Here, if you see laptop that is on the table is blue in color, many people tend to get confused. What is the difference between these two? Like both are same. That's not the case. Here, when you say laptop which is on the table is blue in color means there is only one laptop. Okay, that laptop, like I'm just saying like explain for me which is on the table. But here, There are multiple laptops. So I'm specifically saying the laptop that is on the table is blue in color. Whereas the laptop that is on the floor can be red in color, on the cupboard can be blue in color, or something else, like different colors can be there. Okay, so the most important thing is like if I'm specifying, I'll use the word that. If I'm just giving like there's only one laptop, I'm just giving extra information that is on the table means I'll be putting like this. Okay, next one. So again, when it comes to like coordinate adjectives, like you're supposed to like separate with the comma. So here if you see, he's a fat tall boy. Here many people use he's a fat and tall boy. That is also correct. So this is also one of the way to write it. And she's a happy energetic person. Here again you can use comma. Okay, so but here when it comes to here, you are not supposed to use it like that because they lived in a huge white house. Here huge comma white house should not be there because these are like non-coordinative adjectives. Okay, I'll tell you like what is the difference. He drove a huge blue car. Okay, so again it's non-coordinative because if you see this fat and tall, like both are again speaking about the physical feature of the person, and happy energetic about the mood of the person. Huge white, it's like different. You can't put this like huge white, like this is what is the size of the building and this is about the color, so that's different. Again, this is the size, this is color, so it's not going to work out. So whenever you have confusion like whether I should put comma or not, just see this. Okay, he's a fat and tall boy. Okay, so you can use and or reverse order and you can see the sentence whether it is getting affected or not. Okay, if you see here, he's a fat tall boy or he's a tall fat boy. Okay, she's a happy energetic person or energetic happy person, that's also fine. But here they lived in a white huge house. No, it sounds bad. The next one, he drove a huge blue car or like blue huge car. No, again it sounds bad. Okay, or just put and here, he drove a huge and blue car. No, they lived in a huge and white house. Again that's wrong. Okay, so it sounds bad, so you're not supposed to use it here. Okay, then when it comes to dates and places, like again you have to be careful because many people just ignore this and that is where like people tend to lose marks. And here he was born on Sunday August 15th, 1947. So here after the date you'll be putting comma, and please see here when the order is like month date, here you'll be putting comma, and Sunday is again extra information, so we are putting like that. But see this, he has an exam on July 4th 2023. Again month date, here you'll put it. Coming Friday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. there is a party. All these things are extra information because coming Friday at 7 p.m. there is a party, that's also right. Or coming Friday, October 22nd there is a party, that is also correct. So these are like extra information, so commas are placed here. Then he will go to America on 1st June 2015. Here comma will not come because when the sequence is like date month, here comma will not come. Whereas if it is like month date, here it will come. I'll go to India in March 2023. So nothing here, comma will not come. Then I'll go to America on 10th of May. Again, it will not come. I'll meet you on May 10th. Again, it's not going to come. But when it comes to these places, they live in London, comma England. So here, comma should come. But here, I live in 4th Street. It's not going to be there. So most important thing when it comes to dates, it's like month, date, year, comma will be there. Whereas date, month, year means it's not going to be there. So that's the important thing. So please remember, so don't forget, just go back and revise it and just check it so that you get a very good score in your exams. Okay. And just if you are just watching this video for like a basic purpose in the sense, you can enhance your English level. Okay. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.